Good morning, one and all. Hope you are able to hear me.
Hi, sir.
Yeah, hi.
Yes,
I'm
Yes, sir.
sorry. I'm sorry for yesterday because still my throat is not well. But today we will continue whatever possibility we can do it. And next week onwards, without breaks, we will complete it. Okay. So here, before everybody knows about me. So this particular course, as I said earlier, also this particular course is SAP FICO. We are going to do in two different modules. You people know that what is FI and what is CO. FI is nothing but finance module and CO is nothing but controlling module. So here two types of environments we have. Environment in the sense nothing but a version. One is ECC6 with EHP7 version. SAP FICO, this is nothing but ECC6 version with EHP7 version. This is an old version. But majority companies, whatever companies are using across the globe, still 76 to 80% companies are using this particular version only. Okay. But the latest version is HANA version, is for HANA version. Clear? So by 2030, all the companies who are using ECC6 on EHP7, they need to migrate to S4 HANA. So this particular course we are doing on both the versions. One is on ECC6 and as well as on S4 HANA. Because our course duration is, as I said, that 9 months, right? But you need not to wait for the job for 9 months. You need not to wait for 9 months. Clear? Once we finish 6 months of this particular course, 6 months, clear? Then we will complete the first module, that is nothing but FI module, and we will see the little important things in CO module also. We are going to complete FI module completely in 6 months, and we are going to see the important things in CO module, right? Both versions. We are going to complete in 6 months ECC6 version and as well as a HANA version, S4 HANA version. So what happens once you update your resume to companies? So they will ask, do you know ECC? Then you say that, yes, we know, because we are going to work on that. And do we know S4 HANA? Yes, you will say that we are worried. I know S4 HANA. We are covering both in this particular thing in the sense 2030 in the sense now we are in 2023. So there is another 7 years of time is there to migrate who are working in ECC6 to S4 HANA. And as I already tell that 100 out of 100% companies, 28% companies are already migrated to S4 HANA. Whatever companies are there in across the globe, out of 100% companies who are using SAP, in that 28% companies are already migrated to S4 HANA. And 72% are still working on ECC6. So the SAP AG, the company SAP AG has given a deadline. They need to migrate from ECC6 to S4 HANA by 2030. And the deadline is given 2032. 2030, they need to migrate. Okay, if they can't migrate it, then additional 2 years as provided by SAP AG. Okay, so 2032, 100% every company who are using SAP, they need to migrate to S4 HANA. Clear? So why we are covering, why can't we cover only S4 HANA? Because still, as I said, that still 2030-32, majority companies are still using ECC. So whatever interviews you are going to, we are going to attend after 6 months, after completion of this, not completion, after 6 months of this particular course. So you can expect, majority questions you can expect from ECC6, right? And as well as an S4 HANA. You can't say that I know only ECC6. You can't say that I know only ECC6. I don't know S4 HANA. Or you are not supposed to say that I know S4 HANA. I don't know ECC6. Because the clients are using both now. 72% clients are using ECC6 and 28% clients are using S4 HANA. So that is the reason we combined this course. We are covering ECC6 and as well as S4 HANA. So once you stepped out after 6 months, you will have a global chances that we can get opportunities to work either on ECC6 or S4 HANA. So that opportunities will be there. If people are learning only ECC6 and they uploaded their resume, they will get the calls. But they will ask, do you have a knowledge on S4HANA? If they say no, then that will be rejected. And if their people are perfect in S4HANA and they say that, okay, have you done ECC also? Then they will say no, then this will be rejected. Clear? So here, what is the advantage if I learn EC6 in the sense? There is only 18 to 20% difference is there on ECC6 and S4HANA, old version versus new version. What is the difference? Is it a challenge? No. ECC6 versus S4HANA, there is only 20% difference as are there in across all the modules. Across all the modules, 18 to 20% differences are there. You can say that 15 to 20%. Only differences are there. And remaining everything is same. If you learn ECC6, you can handle S4HANA without any problem. Clear? But to learn S4HANA, we need to have a knowledge on ECC6. Right? People say that you can learn directly S4HANA. Yes, we can learn. But without learning basics, we can't do anything here. So that is the reason, even though that is not our cup of tea, we are covering both the modules here. So once you stepped out, again, I'm reiterating, once you stepped out, you are going to cover from basics to complete depth in the 6 months to 9 months. Complete depth. Once you stepped out, you will say that I know everything in SAP FICO. So we are not only handling FICO module, we are going to handle new modules, additional modules. As I said that FI is one module, which is our module, finance module. Next one, CO. In ECC, these are the two different modules. FI and CO are the two different modules in ECC environment. I'll tell you what do you mean by ECC environment. Okay. Just remember till that ECC environment is a current environment, current version. Okay, or old version, right? These are the two separate modules in ECC environment. When it comes to S4HANA, we call it as a FICO or FICO, or it is combined in S4HANA. It is combined in S4HANA. We call it as a SFIN or Simple Finance. Simple Finance. Right? This is in ECC. When it comes to S4HANA, we call it as in there is no FICO separate modules here. The both are merged. FICO modules are merged in HANA database. Okay, we call it as an FICO, either FICO or FICO. People normally call it as an or SFIN. People may ask you, do you know SFIN? Then you can say that, yes, I know SFIN. What do you mean by SFIN? Simple Finance. What is Simple Finance? Simple Finance is nothing but a combination of your FI and CO modules. Clear? I'll tell you in depth in next level. So apart from this, we are going to cover, this is not only two modules we are going to cover. We are going to cover MM module, material management module, next one SD module, sales and distribution module. Next one, we are going to cover PM module, plant maintenance, earlier batches I used to cover only these extra modules 20% because we need to integrate other modules with our FICO. 20% of material management, 20% of SD module, 20% of plant maintenance. So if you know these 20%, you can update in a resume that I know these modules also perfectly, because that much depth we are going to see. 20% I'm saying, but depth it would be very much more. Clear? But luckily for your particular batch, Apart from these additional 3 modules, we are going to cover PP, production and planning. Next one, AM module I am covering. This is a new module covered, came up for asset accounting. Earlier we call it as an asset accounting. There is a additional steps are given in asset accounting, that is called asset maintenance. Asset maintenance. This is the additional thing we are covering for your batch. Next one, EWM module. Extended warehouse management. See, these are additional things, totally additional things. These are totally new additional things which is not supposed to covered in this particular course. Without any extra thing, we are covering these additional modules. Why we are covering? In the sense, I am looking at the, see, whenever I receive a resume from any Naukri or somewhere, I'll get FICO, in the sense I'll get everybody will come up with this FICO module. They are perfect. Everyone are almost all perfect, or whatever experience we have, they are. But what we are looking again, in the sense, we are looking for the people who are having extra skills. Apart from these 2 modules. So that is the reason we are trying, I am trying to cover these additional modules, because if you won't get, I'm just saying 1% chance, if you won't get a completely job on these particular things, then you are eligible to do any other modules also. Is this clear? And one more thing, if possible, if time permits, you people allow, then I will try to cover one more hot module which came into the market, that is TRM module. This is very much hot right now in the market. Like FICO is how, what is the requirement in FICO? The same much requirement is there for TRM module also. If time permits and you people permits, then definitely I am going to cover. This is nothing but treasury risk management. Last week only I got a certification on this. I am certified on treasury risk management also. Last week itself. Okay, so these are the additional modules we are going to cover, right? But again, trust me, even though market condition is not good outside, as you know that last time also we spoke it, but still once again I'll reiterate, because next week onwards we won't discuss all the stuff, right? Market is very tough to get a job, right? But trust me, SAP market job is every day increasing like anything. Every day it is increasing like anything across the globe, not only in India, across the globe. There is a recession is going on for all the segments, all the technologies. It is having a recession, but not for SAP. Not for SAP. SAP is shortage of 72% of employee across the globe. 72% skill set, we have a shortage. Clear? We have a shortage of 72% skill set is shortage. So once you are good at this particular things, at least FICO you are good, then that is more than sufficient to crack any interview. To crack any interview, only FICO you are good, clear, then you are more than sufficient to crack any interview job, any interview. And again, these opportunities will be there. Again, I'm telling you, is it going to be end today or tomorrow? No. This is a correct time to learn SAP. This is the correct time to learn SAP. But the market will be there. According to me, earlier I saw the last year roadmap, which I saw was, it was 2032. The roadmap is crystal clear for them. But the latest roadmap, a day before yesterday, there was a session, webinar of SAP. So they have crystal clear roadmap of 2040-42. So the opportunities will increase, not decrease till 2040. After that also job security, yes, it is there. Yes, it is there. There is no problem for job security, no problem for opportunities, unless until we are open. Unless until in one thing in this particular environment is always we need to learn in the sense what. See, I was done my FICO, but now I am perfect in different modules. I am perfect in different modules. Only the zeal to learn, that's it. How much we need to learn? Do we need to learn 100%? Not required. If you know 10 to 15% learning skills, if you have, then automatically you can learn all the modules. The basic module I know in SAP, basic module is backbone module is FICO. Finance, especially finance module. If you know finance module, other modules with the fingertips, we can learn it. Okay. Before I proceed, any questions? I'll give a break. Any questions?
Sir,
Yes, please go ahead.
sir, may I know like what is meant by SAP?
I'll give that. What exactly the SAP definition and everything. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Any other? Any other questions, please, if at all?
No, sir, I'm good.
How about others?
No, sir.
Okay. Okay. So first of all, I'll tell you, you asked, that's the reason I'll repeat. Actually, before what is SAP, I'll say what is ERP. If ask people what is SAP, people will say that SAP is an ERP. Right? What do you mean by ERP? What is an ERP stands for?
Enterprise Resource Planning.
Enterprises Resources Planning. Correct? So what do you mean by enterprises? I have a depth, this one, enterprise resources. I'll explain, but before that, I'll say, what is enterprise in the sense? Any business, any organization, okay, which work for profit motive. All those considered as an enterprises. And what are the resources for any business or any organizations in the sense? Men, money, marketing, okay, material. These are the resources. Men, money, marketing, material are nothing but resources. So what is ERP says? What is ERP says is any business can utilize these resources. What exactly the ERP means? This is an abbreviation. ERP is nothing but an abbreviation, enterprise resource planning, resources planning as an abbreviation. But what ERP says? ERP says is any organization how to utilize the available resources. Okay, that resources could be men, money, marketing, machinery, or anything, right? How to utilize them fuller extent, completely, without by minimizing the loss and maximizing the profit is nothing but ERP. Understood? What is an ERP? ERP is nothing but enterprises, resources, planning. But what ERP explains us, what ERP says us in the sense, any organization, the available resources, the resources are nothing but it could be your men, money, machinery, marketing, material. How to utilize them in a fuller extent without wasting them. How to utilize them in a fuller extent by minimizing the cost, by minimizing the losses, by maximizing the profit, then that is considered as an resource, ERP, right? In the planning only, we will use it. How we will use it without wasting, then that is considered as an ERP. There are thousands of ERPs are there in the market. Thousands of ERPs are there in the market. Again, I'm telling you, like, I'll tell you few examples. There are few examples for ERPs. Number one ERP is SAP. Okay. Number one ERP is SAP. We have few more ERPs. Oracle. Okay. The next we have PeopleSoft. Next one, BAN. Next one, we have Tally. Tally is a only local Indian ERP, that is not a global ERP. These all are global ERPs. I'll take later Tally. Okay, Tally is not an ERP, it's an accounting software, but they are giving name as an ERP. One second. Oracle, PeopleSoft, BAN. Next one, Dynamics, Windows Dynamics. Okay, at the end you can take Tally. Okay, these all are ERP. I'm just taking few examples, hardly 5 or 6 I took, but there are thousands of ERPs are there like this. But here, entire market. So whatever entire market is there, SAP has captured 75% to 80% market. Okay, how much market share was occupied by SAP?
75 to 80.
Okay, so who are the competitors for SAP? Who are the sorry?
Like Oracle and all.
So see, when I'll say competitors, if this is 40% and Oracle is 35%, then I can say competitor, right? Out of thousands of ERPs, I am saying 75% to 80% market is captured by SAP, and remaining whatever 25, if I take 25%, 25% market is shared by other ERPs. Then can I consider Oracle is a competitor for SAP?
No.
Right? We know that. What does it mean by competitor? If it is going cutthroat, then we will call it as a competitors. But now can we consider it as a competitors?
No, sir. No.
Right? So normally people will call it as who are the competitors means Oracle, but Oracle is not at all a competitor for SAP. Okay. So when I say SAP, now you can say that again, the market is very much less. Already 80% market is already captured by SAP. But what is the scope for employees? See, another 20% is also migrating to SAP. And whatever ECC migrations are there, that is going to be migrated. So here 80% market is captured, but the installations are not yet completed by SAP yet. Why? Because there is a shortage of skill set people. Even though whatever 80% I'm saying right now till today, okay, hardly 40% installations are done completely. This is from after COVID. After COVID, majority companies are migrated from non-SAP to SAP. Majority companies. Before that, hardly 40% companies, Fortune 500 companies were using this particular SAP. But at the time of COVID, majority companies are migrated from non-SAP to SAP. Right? And in that also, 40% installations are still on the page. not completed. That is the reason we have a huge opportunities to work as a SAP consultant. Clear? So here till these completions will be done by 2030. Any questions here? So here,
No.
when we talk about SAP, yes, someone was asking question. Someone was asking question, or can I continue?
You can
No, sir.
continue.
Yep, continue.
Thank you. So what SAP stands for? Already we discussed. S stands for. See, majority people will give different answers. Apart from Amrit, anyone can answer what is SAP? Because Amrit was there last session and before that also.
Systems, applications, and products.
System,
Application and products.
system, application,
And products.
products. That's it. System, application, products. No, it's not that correct. It's not correct. Systems, applications, and products in data processing. Okay. If we are saying system, application, products. Okay. It means that I'll tell you what is the difference between. Here I said only, yes, I have kept system, systems, application, applications, products, products, products. Okay. And in data processing. So what exactly the difference in the sense? See here. For example, same example I'll take whatever I took last time. I'm working in an organization called, for example, Dell. My company is Dell company. So here we are using a software. We are using a software or system called SAP. We are using a software or a system called SAP. Okay. We are using a software or system called SAP. Next. In a day to day, we are going to deal with different people in an organization. We need to enter into a transactions with a different people. Okay. For example, we'll deal with every day. We are going to deal with banks. We are going to deal with banks. Correct. We will purchase Dell is manufacturing of laptops. Correct. So they need to buy raw materials from suppliers. We are going to deal with suppliers. Next, we will sell the same after manufacturing. We are going to sell these products to customers. Okay. And after that, every year or every month, we will file, if our company is in India, then they need to file GST. So that we will deal with the tax department. Correct. So here we are using SAP, and whatever bank I am handling, they are using their own software or banking software or account software called Tally software. And suppliers are using different software. That is nothing but they are using BAN software. Okay. And customers are using different software that is called JD Edwards. This is one more ERP. JD Edwards is a one more ERP. So normally this is related to sales and distribution. And I have my HR, for employment, what I did is I have given the recruitment. I don't have HR department in my organization. I have given this HR department to outside people, outside consultancy like Naukri or someone. They are using their website as a PeopleSoft. There is a different software. And GST, they are having their own Suvidha software, GST Suvidha software. Tax department, I'll make this as a tax department. Tax department is using a software called GST Suvidha. Understood what I'm saying here? Here, what I'm doing, see, we are dealing every day. Every day, my company is dealing in different transactions with different people. Like this. Give me a second time. Okay, so it will interact with the different people to do the transactions, right? As I said that we are using SAP. Here, banks are using Tally, suppliers are using BAN, HR is using different system, tax division is using different system, and JD Edwards, customers are using different systems. Clear? So for example, I'll tell you one thing. We are working in one organization. Okay, I am into manufacturing. Okay, and I know only Telugu. And you are working in bank, you know only Tamil, right? And you are working in supplier side, you know only Marathi. And you are working in HR department, someone is working in HR department, they know only Gujarati. And someone is working in tax department, they know only Malayalam. So what is the disadvantage? What is the disadvantage? If the people doesn't know the common language, they know only one language and working for same organization. What would be the disadvantage?
There will be a communication gap.
100% there is any business growth is depend upon the communication, understanding. Correct? So here what happens is, as even though we are using different softwares, right? Systems, this is called as in systems. What is bank is using? Which system bank is using in their day-to-day activities? Banks are using which system?
Tally.
Tally system. This is system, not only a software. We call software as a system. If software is there, then only we'll call it as a system. And suppliers are using which system?
BAN.
BAN. And HR is using which system?
PeopleSoft.
Tax.
GST Suvidha.
And customers?
JD Edwards.
Correct. So these are the different systems are using, but SAP is capable. SAP is capable to communicate with SAP to SAP system and as well as a SAP to non-SAP systems also. SAP is not only capable to communicate with only one system, not only with SAP system, it is capable to communicate with any number of systems. Any number of systems, right? So it can be communicate to SAP, it can communicate to Tally, it can communicate to BAN, it can be communicate with PeopleSoft, GST Suvidha, JD Edwards, or any number of other ERPs or any other systems. SAP is capable to communicate. Clear? Because it is having such an interface where it can communicate to any other system. SAP system or non-SAP systems also. So that is the reason we call it as a systems. Why we are calling it as a systems here? Because SAP is, if I do write here system, then what does it indicates? What is the difference between these two now?
Systems means multiple, system means single.
Correct. Here, if I say system, SAP means it is able to communicate only with one single system, like other ERPs are doing. But SAP is not like this. SAP is capable to communicate not only with one system, it is capable to communicate with number of systems. So that is the reason we call it as in systems. Right? In S, this is systems. And next one, A stands for applications. So here we call it as an application. Here it is applications. Here it's applications. What applications here? In the sense, see here. Applications in the sense, for example, in any organization, if I say Dell department, Dell we are working. So in Dell, we have a Dell company will have a different departments, correct? You know what do you mean by departments? There may be finance department. Next one,
HR department,
HR department. Next,
marketing,
Purchasing,
marketing department, correct. Next, production department, correct?
treasury department,
Sorry,
treasury,
present,
treasury,
treasury, okay, treasury. Next one, there is a finance department, HR department, controlling department. Stores department,
administration,
administration department. Next, any other?
IT,
IT. Okay, IT, I'll take a department. Okay, next. What next? Finance, HR, marketing, production, planning department. Next,
compliance department. I mean,
compliance. Sorry,
taxation or compliance department.
tax department. I'll take one department. Tax and compliance, one department. Next. So here, okay, I'll stop here. See, small organization to big organ, small organizations to big organization. Okay. Hardly how many departments will be there? Roughly, very big to big organization. Roughly. How many departments will be there? Roughly.
10 to 20.
10 to 20 max.
Max, yeah.
20 maximum. Whatever. Even though in
Yes, sir.
Reliance, if you take, Reliance is having not more than 18 departments. Okay. So here departments are nothing but in SAP, we will call them as a modules. In SAP, whatever departments we are calling it as a modules. We'll call it as a modules. Understood? So if I take whatever, see Oracle, for example, Oracle is there. Oracle supports only finance. Oracle supports which department it will support? Oracle supports only finance department. When it comes to BAN, supports only production. When it comes to JD Edwards, it will supports to Tally, sales and distribution. Tally supports only accounting, and GST only supports for tax filing, and PeopleSoft will support only HR activities. In PeopleSoft, if I want any finance report, I can't generate it. In Oracle, if I want to generate any production, this thing, I can't generate it. Okay. If I want to generate any tax things in JD Edwards, I can't generate it. Clear? So there is a lot of challenges here, right? So if I want Oracle, then I can use only for finance department, right? If I want to use one specific software for HR, then I can go PeopleSoft. If I want to go for marketing, then I need to go for other module, other whatever called. So here, if different ERPs I am using in my organization, what would be the disadvantage? What would be the disadvantage? For finance, I am using Oracle. Okay. For sales, I'm using JD Edwards. And for production and planning, I'm using BAN. For GST, I'm using tax. GST, I'm using for tax. HR for PeopleSoft. What would be the problem?
Main is controlling.
Communication would be the problem. Just now we discussed, right? Because JD Edwards is developed in different programming language, different operating systems. It will be developed. GST is developed, will be developed in different operating system, right? BAN is different, developed in different operating system, and HR is developed in different programming language. So communication would be the problem. But at the end, what is the result? The organization expect. Why they are spending lot of amounts on softwares? Because they want accurate reporting. If I'm using different softwares, different systems, then am I able to get accurate reporting? Is it
No.
possible to integrate? Can I able to integrate, communicate?
No.
No, which is not possible. So to overcome that, SAP has developed, right, 36 different modules. How many modules SAP has having? Apart from FICO, it is having 36 different modules. Means, as I said, that a maximum a big organization is there that is having only 20 departments are there. But SAP supports 36 different departments. Means SAP is useful small to small organizations to huge to very big organizations. There is no organization will be there where SAP can't support it. Clear? So that is the reason we call it as an applications. Applications, why we are calling it as an applications? Applications are nothing but modules. Is it supporting one module or number of modules? Is it supporting one
Number.
module?
Number of
Multiple module.
Number of modules.
Number of
Number
modules.
of modules. How many modules?
36.
36 different modules it is supporting. So no ERP is not even equal to, not competitor at all. Hardly they are supporting one or two or three department max to max. Okay. And so now understood what is systems and what is applications? Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So here products. Why it is known as a products in the sense, see, the organizations are broadly classified into any businesses. Businesses are classified into three different types. Organizations are divided into, you call it as an organization or business. Organizations are divided into three types. First one, manufacturing concern, traded concern, traded sector. Next one, service concern. Okay. So here, any concern across the globe, any concern, either that will be a manufacturing, it will come under a manufacturing concern or a traded concern or a service concern. Nothing else. Manufacturing concerns in the sense they will purchase the raw material and they will finish the good, they will prepare the finished goods and they will sell into the market. This is one concern. Traded concern in the sense they won't do manufacturing. What they will do? They will purchase the finished goods from one market and they will sell into the another market. Then that is called as a traded concern, right? Service concerns is nothing but they won't do manufacturing and sales. They will do services, receipts and payments, right? So these are the different concerns are there across the globe, right? So SAP will support to all these concerns, means manufacturing concerns it will support, traded concerns it will support, service concern it will support, means pen to aeroplane, whatever products are manufacturing in manufacturing department, from pen to aeroplane, pin to aeroplane, whatever you take, or traded concern, whatever buying and selling activities are taken place. Clear? From buying of pen to selling of aeroplane. Next one, service, receipts and payments. Whatever may be the service, whatever may be the receipt, whatever may be the payment. So everything it will support. Everything it will support. Is this clear? So that is the reason we call it as a products. If any product and every product, it will give the support. Understood? It's not SAP not only support one product. SAP is not only deal in one product. It will deal with all the products and every product and everything. So that is the reason we call it as a systems, applications, and products. Clear? Any questions here? Next one, in the data processing. What do you mean by data? So here we will receive different data from different systems. Okay, we will receive a data from different applications, and we will receive data from different products, right? All the data will be combined and it will process and it will give meaningful result. That is nothing but it will generate different reports. Whatever reports you want, it will take from different systems, it will take from different applications, and it will take from different products, and it will process and it will give you the required reports. Required reports, whatever may be your trial balance, your cash book, your passbook, right? Your ledger reports, right? Your balance sheet, your profit and loss account, and all those reports will be provided. That is called data processing. So SAP standards, SAP provides total standard reports. I'm saying 2,000, more than 2,000 reports, standard reports SAP will provide. Clear? More than 2,000 reports it will provide. And customized reports, there is no count. It will give you whatever count you want, it will give you 2,000 report, more than a customized report. Any questions here? This is about your SAP, just abbreviation. To go to abbreviation only, we have this much, you can understand. Systems, never say system, it's a systems. And one more thing, before I systems, SAP is developed in Germany. SAP is a German product. This particular software is developed in Germany. Okay. And whenever you are calling this particular subject SAP, okay, this product SAP, never ever call it as a SAP. Never call it as a SAP. It's not SAP. Clear? It's not a word, it's an abbreviation, first of all. First of all, it's not a word, it's an abbreviation. Why? Because we know what is an abbreviation: systems, application, and products. Correct? And same time, never ever call it as in SAP. What happens if it is a word? If I call it as SAP, what happens? Especially for this particular word, it's a, as I said that it's a German product. In German, native German, local German, if you call it as in SAP, SAP means a pig in Germany. Understood? It's a German product. It's a SAP. If he calls again and again SAP, then it, which indicates that a meaning of pig. So never ever call it. First rule before you joining the course, first remember that we are not going to call it as a SAP. It's not a SAP. It's SAP. First rule, why SAP? Because it's not SAP, whatever we are calling, it's not a word, it's a abbreviation. Words only we will combine and we will pronounce it. But whenever there is an abbreviation, we will split and we will pronounce it. Correct? So that is the first condition. Second condition, SAP is a German product. In native German, if you call it as a SAP, then it will turn into a pig. So please don't use it. If someone is using it, just ask them to not to use it. Is this clear? Any questions here? So next, any questions here?
Low level.
Clear? Yeah.
Yes.
So as I said that, these are the things. SAP means systems, applications, and products in data processing. As I said that 2000 reports we can generate. Now you understood, right? Why we need to call systems, why we need to call it as an applications, why we need to call it as a products in data processing. Whatever different data we will receive from different systems, whatever data we will receive from different applications, whatever data we will receive from different products, that will be combined and processed to get a meaningful reports, to get an accurate reports. Right? So here, before I'll... So once again, I'll repeat once again, whatever last week I have defined. Okay. So here in this particular course, as I said that we are going to cover SAP ECC 6 with EHP 7 version. Okay. EHP 6 with, this is the in ECC, this is the latest and the last version. No more version is going to come in ECC. I'll tell you what are the different versions also. Okay. Now itself. And next one, we are going to cover S4 HANA version also. Right. And first 6 months, first 4 months, I'll give you the server access on ECC 6 with EHP GST version. Once we complete this ECC part, then I'll give you the what we call S4 HANA version also. Server support I'll give. Server access I'll give. And that is also terms and conditions apply. Okay. Because I need to purchase these servers from outside and I have purchased it. And S4 HANA also I need to purchase from outside. I have to pay a lot of amounts. So for that, I'll charge some amount, which for some people it's an inclusive in fees. Some people it's an exclusive fee. So that we will discuss, right? But you can get servers from ourselves. Why? Because if you get last batches, we are facing an issue because whenever the people are purchasing from outside, the problem is they are giving from different people. So everyone will have a complete end-to-end access. So people will change a lot of things. So if server is at my hand, then I can have a complete control on the server. So people, when you practice, you won't get any sort of errors. That I can assure you. Okay. So apart from that, we are going to give classroom recordings every day. See, not every, whatever class we will have, every class record, you will get it immediately. So you can go through that. Next one, live material. Material will be prepared then and there itself. That material will be shared with you. Not of any post-mortem material, because a lot of changes are going to be happen day to day in SAP environment. So all those changes will be provided in your material. The latest material, you are going to get it. Clear? And one more thing, as I said earlier also, to get success in SAP environment, only the mantra is practice. If you practice very well, then it's very easy. If you want to practice, then it is not going to be that much easy. Again, I'm telling you, practice is the only mantra, nothing else here. No programming knowledge is required. No logic is required for this. Only practice, 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 practice. I can't say how many times somebody asked last week also. I can't say how many times if you practice, you will remember the things. It's up to you again. But once if you start practicing, you will get interest on this. If you practice again and again, definitely you won't forget the things. And in interview also the same thing here. And we are not going to cover the traditional way of SAP here. We are going to cover only the real-time scenarios, real-time environment only in this particular project, whatever course we have, nine months course. But again, I'm telling you, you need not to wait for job till 9 months. You will crack it within 6 months, subject to your practice. But dedicatedly give the time for practice. As I said that I'm giving a class recording, so don't 100% depend upon the class recording. Give third priority to class recording. First, class attention. Second one, your notes. Prepare your own notes when I'm having class. So just write down your class notes. Okay. Once go through those two, class and notes. Then next, if you don't understand, then go with the class recording. Give least importance to recordings. Sometimes I won't. So for few batches, earlier batches, I never used to give the recordings also. So trust me, recordings, by looking at a recordings, if you are doing, then you will become a data entry people, but not as a SAP consultants. Clear? And what would be the opportunities for SAP after learning this particular course? In the sense, majority people are there here. We will get two types of opportunities. SAP end user jobs and SAP consulting jobs. Okay. To get this particular job, okay, we don't require SAP end depth knowledge. To work on SAP end user job, we don't require configuration or customization knowledge to do this particular job. Clear? And to get this particular job, we need to have configuration and customization knowledge should be there. Okay. So whatever this 9 months course we are doing, we are going for this particular job. We are going to learn these things.
So what is the difference between end user jobs and consulting? Like
Exactly.
example, end user means like Kiran, what is working in system applications,
See,
right?
for example, already configuration package application will be there. Already configured application. In that, people will do the data entry. I'm not saying anything. So that application, for example, if I say Excel is an application or a software. In this particular Excel, if I take.
Excel is an application.
Why?
It's a just application, and like we can use in different formats.
Ready
Like
to
one
use,
person,
right? Ready to
yes.
use. Means to use Excel, I don't want to write a program or I don't want to configure, I don't want to do
Yes,
anything.
yes.
Directly I can open, I can do it. Correct? So SAP is also same thing. If already configured, already done everything, and just they will use this. The end user will use it. The configured and customized application, then that is considered as an end user job. For Excel, we are the end users. Correct?
Yeah, right.
The
Got
same
it.
way SAP also, the people who are just using it, then they are considering it as an end users. And this is not our job. Our job is SAP consulting job. Consulting job in the sense, we are going to do the core configuration. How to configure the system. How to configure the screens. Clear? How to map the one screen to another screen. How to integrate one module to another module. We are going to learn all those things in this particular course. So we are aiming about this one. Clear? We are aiming about this, not this one. For this, it's not required any sort of SAP knowledge. For SAP end user, we don't require any SAP knowledge. As soon as you join, they will teach you around 10 to 15, 10 transaction codes. We can learn only those 10 transaction codes. That is enough to survive in that particular job. But here, it's not like that. Clear? And what is the other problem here in the sense? Now the market is struggling with AI. Artificial intelligence, automations, artificial intelligence, automations are coming into the market and hampering, trust me, whatever projects I am doing. I am working for one client called Chevron client, which is US client. My client is Chevron client. They are into oil and gas and chemical products, right? So I have joined this particular organization, this particular Chevron client on May 2022. May 2022, and we have started one automation project. We have started one automation project on AP, AR, GL. Okay, only FI model we have done the automations. At that particular time, in one wing, I'm saying one wing, they're having almost all 1375 employees. 1375 employees on May 2022. Okay. Once we have completed this automation, only one wing automation we have completed. One wing automation we have completed on 17th of July 2022. 27th of July 2022, we have completed this particular wing automation. And now in this particular wing, the employee count is 310 members. Because of only one small automation we have made it, we have introduced in this particular client space, because the client wants that. So you can see here how many people out of 1375. Okay, now only 310 people are there with a fraction of hardly 2 months. Small automation, that is. Okay, they have not removed, but they have moved in other wings. Trust me, it is a big automation. You can check. So whatever artificial intelligence is coming, or whatever automations are coming, clear, whatever new technologies are coming, ChatGPT is coming into the market. But again, I'm telling you, it's not going to impact consulting level jobs. It's not going to impact consulting level jobs. It's going to be impact at core end user level jobs. So that is the reason I always heads up the people. So don't depend long run on end user jobs. Today or tomorrow, be prepared that it's going to be impact. And as many as automation projects are coming to us, think that the consulting level feeding will be increases like anything. Till 2047, there is a no 10% reduction will not be there in consulting level. If someone is saying that getting a consulting job is very challenging, then think that that fellow is not having knowledge or skill set in that particular area. Because in my organization, we are facing a crunch of employees. At this particular attrition time. Clear, everyone? Any questions? Yeah, any questions? So this is not
No,
our
sir.
part of tea. This is not part of our cup. So we are going to crack the job. We want to see ourselves after 6 months at this level, not at this level. In this organization, it's in this particular year itself, majority people are senior people are there. They know what would be the impact and all. Here, any questions? So before I'll close it for today, what I'll do is see who are eligible. What would be the mix and match of my this particular last week also I have discussed. What is the prerequisites for to learn this particular course? Okay. Prerequisite basic of accounting knowledge should be there. Financial cost management accounting knowledge should be there to learn this. Basics like debit credits, classification of accounts, right? Ledgers, trial balance, profit and loss account, and balance sheet. Okay, these are the prerequisites, right? But if you don't have that also, not a problem. However, we are going to cover all these basics again in our SAP wherever it's required. If you tentatively people will forget because they have done in graduation or MBA, we might forget. So don't worry about it. Whatever requirement of accounting subject skills that we are going to cover here, apart from our codes, apart from our modules, additionally, we are going to cover these things. Basics of accounting. What is accounting, accountancy, debit, credit, account, why in T-shape, what do you mean by debit, what do you mean by credit, why debit ends with a DR, why credit ends with CR, that also we are going to discuss, right? We will call debit, we don't have a R, then why we are writing R in short form DR, CR, right? Along with that, with the basic rules we are going to discuss in this particular course, right? So you need not worry about if you have a knowledge on accounting, then it's well and good. But not only accounting, we are going to cover cost accounting also, management accounting also. Why cost and management accounting? Because we have a controlling module. To understand controlling module, we need to have a knowledge on cost and management accounting, right? So in the degree level, that was the most toughest subjects for people, majority. But I'll tell you, I'll cover few fingertips. With that fingertips, you won't feel anything is tough for you people. I'll give you with the fingertips. Financial accounting, cost accounting, and management accounting. With that fingertips, you will be in a position to explain others. How to prepare a job sheet, materials, FIFO, LIFO methods, contract sheets, contract accounts, overheads, ratio analysis, cash flow, funds flow statements, all those things we are going to cover. All those things we are going to cover. Accounting also we are going to cover majority. Okay. Because why I am covering all this in the sense, okay, getting a job is not a challenge here. You will get it, definitely you are going to get it. But when we go to the client place, right? Client knows subject very well. They know pretty well, very good. They'll have a good command on the subject. Okay. If we misunderstood something or we are not able to understood something at client place, then definitely they'll try to pull our legs. And they will give a negative feedback on us. So by learning this, they will feel that you are a supremacy. You know everything. Not only SAP, you know accounting, you know financial accounting, you know cost accounting, you know management accounting, whatnot, you know. Everything, you know, they'll feel then that way. Clear? And apart from that, who are eligible for this particular course? So BCom people, MCom people, MBA people, CWS, CS and CS and CMA people. All the professional people will be eligible, and majority are sometimes non-commerce people will also join, but I'll advise them if they go for any other logistics module like MMSD, that would be more benefit because the first priority will be given for these people only. BCom, MCom, MBA, CWA. If still they are interested, they can join this course. Why? Because we are covering the basics of accounting also. We are covering what is they don't have, that we are covering here. Okay, and what would be our batch combination? Means in our batch, what would be the combination if I take 10 people, right? So normally what are the batches I have handling till now, completed till now? So my batch combinations would be around 20% of BCom students. Okay. Next one. 55%, 15%, sorry, 15% of postgraduate professional degree students. Professional degree students in the sense they could be MBAs, MComs, right? CAs, CWAs, or CS people, CMA people, like that. 15% combination will be there, right? And apart from that, domain experience people, 20%, means not only SAP experience, they will have non-SAP experience people. People would have worked on SAP or accountants. There are some other experience they are having. They may have 20% in this particular group. And end users, 30%, means already they know SAP, but they are working as an SAP end users. So 30%. And some majority times we have a consultants also already who are working in consulting, right? They want to enhance, because once we get into SAP project, so we will restricted ourselves in one project only, not end to end. So to enhance their skills, they will rejoin again. So 15% students will be there already who are working as an SAP consultants. That might be 5 years, 10 years, or 15 years. In one group, I have 3 people are there who are having 3 times more experience than me in SAP consulting. Clear? Any questions till here? Anyone have a questions here? Yes, no. I know I'm very slow today because
sir.
not able to speak properly. Throat infection is there. Yeah, any other questions from anyone? Kindly, if you speak out, then I can answer. Any of your questions or any questions from this topics, or you want to know more about SAP? Just please let me know so that I can understand. If at all,
No, sir, it's fine.
yeah. How about others?
No questions. No.
I'm sorry for today. I'll just stop here itself for today. So I'll recover completely by next week. So next week onwards, we will have it from 2:30 to 5 or 4:30 in initial level. 2:30 to 4:30. Is that okay?
Okay.
So next week we will pitch into the topics, but initial level, I'll spend little time on the theoretical part more, right? Why? Because theory plays a vital role in SAP. So that's the reason I'm going to spend little time on a theoretical part. Okay. Once we're done with the theoretical part, then we will start the practical part. And at that particular point of time, we'll start what we call server access and everything I'll provide. Fine, everyone.
Fine, sir.
Yeah. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.